Good morning, good morning. This is your girl, BJ Beeman, with Think About It Tuesday. When I put a topic out there, give you some thoughts, some pros and some cons on a topic, and then on Thursday we come back and we talk about it. So today's topic, or this summer topic, is family and family matters. It is so funny, and I mean funny in a sarcasm way, how we take family for granted. Family is the root of where we're going. Family is the root of where we've been. I always say you have to know your past to know where you're going. And not know your past that you let your past haunt you, but you know what your grandparents, your parents, and maybe even your great grandparents' desires were for you, that you can become strong and start developing desires for yourself, desires for your kids, your grandkids, and your great grandkids. I love family. I have the most supporting, amazing family. I am the sibling of four children. I'm number four on my mom's side. One brother, two sisters, and we all have different aspects of life and we handle life in totally different ways. But that's what makes us unique. That's what makes the world go around. That what makes the family engagement when we get together go around. Amazing. The crazy part is when you're young and you're trying to find yourself, what seems like criticism, what seems like rules and regulations, what seems like stupid boundaries are set for us and we don't understand why. Most of us come from the generation, do what I say, don't do what I do, and don't question me, just do it. And it got a lot of us in trouble. Me one. My mom was very informative, but she left out a lot of details. And then I'm a 10 years later baby. So what she could do with my brothers and sisters, she really couldn't do with me. What I was experiencing was totally different than what my sister, who was just 10 years older than me, experienced. Then we had different personalities. As a psychology major student and learning the different development stages, I can't say what stage in parenting is easy. I, being a single mother when my daughter was in the foundation years, in the toddler years, my mom was very engaged, and a lot of the true parenting came from my mom. It wasn't probably until elementary years that it really kicked in what setting rules and discipline and encouragement came in when it came to my daughter and I. I'm saying all of this to say that we need to become more conscious of what roles we play in our family and how our role impact others. The words that we use, the actions that we choose, the celebration that we give, the criticism that we give. I can remember in my young teen years when I would do certain things and my mom would say, well, how would you handle that if you were the mother? And in the back of my mind, I was like, I don't know, and I don't even care. I ain't thinking about being a mama. And then when those days came and those situations arise, I was like, dang. But the difference was I tried to relate to my daughter and remember how I felt and give her reasonings behind why I am disciplining her on this situation or why I expect more from her on this situation. It's crazy. And not saying that it solves our problem because it doesn't. And then we have to realize that everybody has to make their own mistakes, and everybody has to go through their own situations to develop themselves and to say, okay, that hurts. I'm not going to do that again. Or I don't like the way that feels. Or maybe if I would have listened to my mama, I wouldn't be in this situation. But I want us to become conscious on not just discipline. I want us to become conscious on communication in the family. As much as we discipline, we need to celebrate. As much as we celebrate, we need to push. As much as we push, we need to inspire. As much as we inspire, we need to lead. I tell my nieces and nephews and my younger cousins, they're the generation to take our family name back to becoming legacies. Not that my brothers and sisters or my mom and her sisters did not do more than enough. My mom and her sisters were a part of that Great Depression situation. And they did some major things in the city. But each generation is supposed to get better and better. So we have to become conscious and intentional on our decision makings. From the person you're dating to what you're doing with your future, how you're raising your kids, what goals you're setting, what boundaries are you putting around each other. We have to develop blueprints for our individual lives and for our family lives. Then we have to turn around and reach out to someone outside of our family. But first of all, you got to take care of family first. I never wanted to be that psychiatrist, that guidance counselor who was out there saving all the kids in the world, but I couldn't save my own. Most of my daughter's life, I was not in a committed relationship. But then when I realized and started changing and realized I wanted marriage, I wanted a committed relationship, I never thought about parenting, step-parenting, and blended families. And it's not easy. And I've had girlfriends and fellow friends who are doing amazing jobs in it. When we post on social media, we post the beauty. We post the kids at their activities. We post them at graduations. But we don't talk about what goes on behind closed doors. And that's crucial because you might have the tools and the resources that somebody else needs. That somebody else is saying, I'm having a hard time trying to get them to understand why education is important or why not dating a certain type of person is crucial to their inner spirit and their inner soul. Share your stories. Think if you knew what you know now, if somebody would have actually laid a blueprint out for you and said, this is the mistakes I made, these are the successes I made, and this is where it got me. But if I would have not made this mistake, I would have got here 2 times earlier or made 3 times much more money. We need each other. Even in our families, we are a village. Duval County, Jacksonville, surrounding areas, we're villages that we make this community up. We need to share our success stories. We need to share our testimonies when our child was acting up and our child was not given the best foundation, but we changed it around, or our child wasn't making the best decisions, and we quickly regrouped and we sat to the table and we had family talk and we said, okay, we can do this. There's no secret to it. There's no recipe to it. It's trial and error. But if you got the trial and error, then we can make a blueprint. Our black families, we have so much. I hear the I don't do this person because they think they better than me. It's not that they think they better than you. They just know what they went through and they're trying to get you to realize it. And they don't want you to make the mistakes that they made. They may not come with the right approach. Recently, my husband said something to my daughter, and I was like, that wasn't the right approach. But it doesn't mean his heart wasn't good. It doesn't mean that she's not going to receive it. But sometimes if we think before we react, and we say, okay, I need to catch my child in this situation. How and what's going to be the best way that I can catch my child, that she changes her mindset. When she changes her mindset, hopefully she impacts her friends to change her friends' mindset. Then it's a domino effect. But when we come to our children not understanding the physical and the psychological development that they're going through, they throw up these roadblocks and they get defensive. We don't need defense. Pull the walls down. Don't let the walls come up. I, as one person who pulled walls up to my family, to friends, to the church, it hurt me in the long run. And now when people say, Barbara, such and such and such, or Barbara, I think you could do this, or Barbara, you could do this better, or Barbara, I see the suggestions. I don't even use the word criticism. Suggestions, advice. But I had to get to a point that I was open to receive it. And I had to realize people weren't out to destroy me. They want to see me succeed. Then I realized I don't have as many haters as I thought I did. I have a lot of celebrators. I don't want haters in my life. I want celebrators. I want celebrators in my family. I want celebrators in my circles. I want celebrators in my community. And I want to be able to celebrate you. I want to be able to celebrate generations from generations to generations. I want to look up from heaven and watch the fruits of our labor be successful. We got to start here. This is your girl, BJ Beeman, saying family matters, and we need to make a difference in our families, in our homes, in our communities. Think about it. Drop some comments. Send me some questions so we can put it out there on Talk About It Tuesday. Get engaged. I need your engagement. I need you to give me some thumbs up or some thumbs down on this video. I need you to share this video. I look forward to growing with you. Watch us grow. Be a blessing. This is your girl, BJ Beeman. Love, joy, and peace. Be great.